Good day, folks. Hope all is well at your end. Getting down with some mix and match of news, some khichdi here and there. But here we go, quick and fast. Small news item by Prashant Jha, who writes good stuff out of the United States in the Hindustan. Honored, Modi accepts invite to address US Congress for second time. Well, it's a double jeopardy. How does he do that, right? At the citadel, in the citadel of democracy, how does a man who's going to who's hell bent on downgrading India's own democracy address that? Especially when you've just had a crazy expose. Twitter ex-chief says threatened with shutdown raids. Government says outlined, and then Rajiv Chandrasekhar needs his head examined. Everybody knows it's the truth. I'm not sure who his audience is when he says, "Oh, it's not the truth. He's lying." Rajiv Chandrasekhar could not even attempt to become a tiny nail on Dorsey's finger. Absolutely destroyed his own company. I don't know how much his companies, his father's companies, or the banks did. Do you know that? Nobody knows that. So actually everybody, somebody was saying very interestingly, everybody who's corrupt is what the BJP needs, because that's where they can hold the gun to your head, right? So they love these corrupt people. It's part of their caboodle, right? Then what do we have there? Nothing going wrong or right in Manipur. And courtesy, this is, I can blame two people for it. One is the Chief Minister of Assam. If you dig deep and there's an inquiry done, you'll find him to be responsible. Ram Madhav would be the other fellow. And the third person, obviously, who has no clue, is the Home Minister. A shame on this whole thing, right? Methi Kuki groups reject peace panel citing lack of consultation. What consultation? These guys don't consult. Man, do they even understand what consultation means? 22-year-old man shot dead as fresh violence hits Manipur. It ain't stop it, right? Anger against RAF in Manipur as personnel resort to vandalism. Now, you have rapid action force police. I'm not sure what's going to happen, right? And look at this. PM hands over 70,000 job letters, hits out at opposition. What is our PM sunk? The highest level of unemployment. 150 crore people. He was supposed to give 2 crore jobs every year. That means by now we should have 18 crore. And this is 70,000 jobs. Get that, folks. Get the butts. Get that in your head. 70,000 jobs. And he's had to sink so low as to give them out himself personally. Right? And then the farmers. Folks, they're all there. Farmers block key highways over MSP for sunflower seeds. This was in Kurukshetra. But by the evening, the government, the Haryana government, Khattar government, down to its. Well, then Khattar was again kind of helicoptered in like Yogi by the RSS. He's incompetent as far as Haryana is concerned. I don't even know what Jayant Chautala is doing in that case. I don't know, right? Farmers say government agreed to demands, lift blockade. Okay. Then Hindutva, soft Hindutva. What you love about this is Congress's new friend in Madhya Pradesh, the Bajrang Sena, and you know when this Priyanka Gandhi did the Shanknath, did all the pujas, the havans, the artis, right? And he's a Congress's new friend in Madhya Pradesh, Bajrang Sena, right? After Bajrang Bali has absolutely dumped the BJP, right? Bajrang Sena, Bajrang Dal, Bajrang Bali with the Congress, right? What do we have? Poor Raj, you know, come out and say with a little pagadi which is not even looking like, he's not looking. What can I say? Some in Congress are seasonal Hindus, Rajnath, Big and Priyanka. Seasonal Hindu. What are these guys? So they've lost the plot, right? They thought this Ram temple, sanctum sanctorium likely to be built by end of year. Oh, and everybody will say, oh, this is the best thing ever. But that's not true. Everybody you talk to says Ram eventually is not going to fill your stomachs. You need jobs. You need dignity. These guys have taken that dignity away by making you beggars. But hey, now here's the plot, right? I saw that in Rahul Gandhi during the Yatra. He was redefining Hinduism as he perceived it, right? And the starting point was, he said, for us it is Hey Ram or Jai Siya Ram, means Sita and Ram. For these guys, it is Jai Shri Ram, only Ram, Manuwad Sut, right? So when we look at secularism, right? It technically, the definition says keep state and religion different. In India, what unfortunately happened is that most of the Congress people took it to the other extreme and like banished Hinduism from their public posturing. But hey, at the end of the day, we're all Hindus, right? I do my puja, I do my havan, right? So does everybody. So does everybody who is a Hindu in the BJP, right? In the Congress. So hey, now they're doing it openly. So be it, right? Pawar U-turn complicates Ajit plans and BJP Shinde design. Really messed it all up. And I'm sure what will happen when the veteran starts to speak of betrayal of the very people whose political careers he built. Ajit is more or less done and dusted with this. Sule Patel working President's Pawar. Pawar makes Sule NCP's working chief Maharashtra in charge, right? And poor old Shah running for the leftovers, the junkyard, right? Here he goes. Opposition unity advocate Nitish left red-faced as ally quits cabinet, and then Manji has one seat. Come on, grow up. Times of it. Give NDA 25 plus seats in Tamil Nadu, say Shah. Shah's lost the plot. So is Modi. Now they're talking of a prime minister from Tamil Nadu and a poor person and probably a Dalit. They really have lost the plot. And you know that they really want Tamil Nadu is when this. ED raids TN Minister Stalin slams BJP's backdoor intimidation. And now what does YSRP do? BJP targets YSRCP amid buzz of links with TDP. Will Jagan Reddy join the Congress? And why not? Row over Shinde, Siena's ad as Fadnavis edged out of picture. Trouble brewing in Maharashtra. Protests restart in Joshimath as construction activity begins. Joshimath. A clear case of commercialization and corruption in our religion. Clear case. Well, here's what we think of our religion. Rape victim's father dies by suicide. Guess where? In Uttar Pradesh, in Yogi's Raj, right? Pilot holds rally in Dausa, doesn't announce launch of a new party. Now this gentleman is effed. He ain't going nowhere. He is a port without a paddle. Does not have any standing anywhere as far as the Congress party is concerned. He'll be lucky to just find himself a place. And he should be taught a lesson, right? Because there's now even talk of a cabinet reshuffle and Scindia being jacked out. And this guy should take a lesson of how all the people that Scindia bought in are not getting tickets now, right? Gehlot pilot truce more of AIC's expression of intent than a done deal. Either way, Economic Times, forget about it. MP begins process to give 1,000 to states 12 million. If you saw this joker, Mama Chauhan, there the Mami Chauhan is just ripping it up. Oh man, making castles, diamonds and diamonds. Mami Chauhan. And what is Mama Chauhan doing? Trying to caricature and copy Modi. You remember Modi? 70,000 crore doonge, 80,000 idhar 90. Chalo, 1.5 lakh crore diya. Not a penny has reached Bihar. Guess what this guy is? 1,000 रुपए से start करूंगा जैसे पैसे आएंगे 1,500 करूंगा जैसे पैसे आएंगे. Nobody knows when and nobody knows how. Shivraj Chauhan, neither, because his wife's going to take it all, right? BJP looks to bring old allies on board for 25 years of India. Oh, God, man, Modi. The Modi, can turn around, right? But he hates people who talk to him or who reply to him or who take the center. Say, but what can you do? Right? How can you listen to this guy? I don't know. I can't. I shut off immediately. Anyway, it's for you guys to decide which way this country has to go. But hey, either way, he's going to get a huge lift in the United States and much needed lift for India. For India, not for him. This is all about India. And let me just say, anybody else also in power at this stage would probably have been making the same decision, especially if it was the Congress. 3 cheers and Jai Hind.